invite you to prepare for about 1 hour and a half of streaming. We're going to be present on Facebook and Insta for about half an hour. And then if you want to join the whole program, just type yes in the comments or send me a message on WhatsApp or in private message, and we're going to include you. There's a payment involved. You can make the payment later. To prepare for about 1 hour and a half of that's my echo. And you can find all the details in the description of this video or in the comments on Facebook. I'm going to also place the link on how to join this program, and in the bio of Instagram you find the Pranic process online, and you find all the details on the program that you're in. How is everybody feeling? Happy to see you joining in from all over the world. Tell me in the comments the place that you're joining from. I'm always happy to connect to your area and to see how people are, interacting with us. Where are you interacting from? That's my alarm ringing. We have many programs and retreats coming up these days, so I'm always on some sort of a schedule. I'm seeing people joining from Norway, Italy, Romania. Make sure you check the comments on Facebook or the description of the video on Facebook, and make sure you check also the link in bio. If you're on Insta, see there the Pranic process online and see how you can participate. I'm really happy to be with you and happy to meet you here. The fun thing in this program is that we're also going to work with sound healing, something that we did in many other retreats and programs before. Now I got the guidance to work with Tibetan bowls, and it's just going to be the 7 chakras. In each day, one chakra is being addressed. Today, we're going to start with the top one. And this is how they sound, these bowls. The story about these bowls and the sound healing is that I've always loved sound healing and working with sound. And one day I entered this holistic shop in my country, and I've seen these Tibetan bowls, and they were 2 for each chakra. So I started trying them out. And I noticed that one of them was ringing and the other one was not ringing at all, in my hand. So I felt guided to buy all the 7, each one for each chakra, and to start a new way of meditating, which is spending certain amount of minutes on each chakra, particularly with the specific bowl, with the specific sound like this. So my daily meditation now involves at least 1 hour of sound healing with some minutes on each chakra, which literally uplifts the vibration of not only my body, but the entire space that I'm in, the house or room or nature place and so on. So that's my new way of meditation. Sound and dance and music has lately been my form of uplifting my energy, and I'm going to talk more about it in this program, so you're still able to join the Pranic process online. And we are having an early bird booking that's still ongoing for our friends, the people in our community, and for the people that have formally participated in our events. So you can still enjoy the early booking if you want. If you subscribe, if you book in today and participate starting today, you can type yes in the comments. We include you in the program, and you can make the payment later. So I'm including this sound healing work now in all my retreats and workshops and programs and online healing classes and whatnot. I'm finding it very powerful. we're going to take a moment after I tell you the story. We're going to take a moment and just listen to this form of meditation, to this form of healing, to this form of energy upliftment for a few minutes, for as long as I'm guided. Now I'm just playing it in the background for you, but it's going to be included in this program. So each day, a few moments on each chakra, we're going to work with the specific sound, and we're going to include some other elements of sound healing, as well as energy healing with meditation, pranic nourishment meditation, meditations that are opening your chakras, unlocking your energy in your bodies. You have multiple bodies, as you know, uplifting you with the new light codes, upgrading your fields with the new light codes that we're downloading for the new energy wave to come. You know, we're coming closer and closer to the equinox and the Sphinx activation, and we just had a powerful portal the last 2 days of the Arcturian energies coming in. So there are new light codes coming in, and your bodies need to be prepared for that. That's why we were guided to start this pranic process online. You've seen me being more silent this year, not so much talking, not so much of the programs online that you have been used to in the years before. So this is the second time I'm having this program this year, and we don't know if we repeat it for 2022. It might be the last one. So there's still some time to join in and enjoy. We download the light codes for pranic nourishment, as always, so people have experienced either prolonged fasting or not needing physical food that much after joining this program, or in fact, any meditation or workshop that we do, or just, you know, healing sessions do the same thing, because we have this imprint and we can transmission it, the imprint of pranic nourishment, or the gift of pranic nourishment. Also, it's a program that helps you connect a lot with your inner being, your divine self. It upgrades you from wherever you are. So it's not only about eating or not eating or fasting, but it's helping you upgrade your energy very powerfully in a very, very elevated way. As we learn new methods or remind you old methods of healing, meditation, and energy upgrade. Another thing that we do is that we work individually in the subtle planes with each participant, and with all the ones that are yet to join, so that in all the duration of this program, not only the 1 hour that we spend together online, they are supported, they are uplifted, they are even guided subtly, not only by me, but there's a whole team of light beings that have created and are supported this program. So you are joining a team of light work that has an unprecedented force and support for you. Has the masters that are overlooking the development of humanity, the upgrade of humanity, and they are supporting each and every being that is participating in this program, not only on the duration of this program, but they become your personal masters, or your personal guides, or your friends on your spiritual path, So it's a powerful program in that respect as well. And I'm also seeing people joining in from places where I know powerful meditations are being done. So the ones that are joining from ashrams now, from India, saying hi to you all. And the other ones, just tell me where you joined from, which is your city or your location, your country even. I would love to know. So this is what we do in this program. We meet each day for about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We share these methods of upgrade, these techniques and practices that you can work from the comfort of your home afterwards, and you can include them as your daily lifestyle. We share meditation every day together, and the general clearing and upgrading of your chakras, your nadis, your energy bodies, your whole being. We work with these ascended masters that I was mentioning, and I will tell you about each of one of them a little bit and how they are supporting this program. We learn about how to detox our bodies, so not only the physical body, but the emotional, the mental, and all the other aspects of our being. We learn about healthy fasting, how to fast. Not all the people want to go on breatharianism or pranic nourishment. Not all of them want to give up physical food, and of course, not all of them feel ready to do that. So I know, however, many of you are trying to fast, and many of you have fasted before and are fasting even as we speak. So we're gonna just touch on the main methods of doing fasting in a healthy way, either the dry fasting or the water fasting or the juice fasting and all the other ways, intermittent fasting, prolonged fasting, all the way to pranic nourishment. So we're going to talk about all of these aspects and what to do and not to do while fasting, how to come back from fasting to solid food if you choose to, or how to maintain that pranic state, because the main aspect in this process is to uplift your consciousness, but also to help you if you've been in retreats, if you've been in pranic process before, or other types of pranic gatherings, to maintain that state, not only during the retreat or the program, but also after, and to make it become your lifestyle, right? So we're going to help you with that, and we're going to help you with specific techniques, methods, and detox tips, so that you don't make the common mistakes that people are making uh, and harming your body or your energy field during your fasting, or especially if you do extended periods of fasting. Many people I've seen, because I have clients from all over the world, they are interested in fasting, interested in pranic nourishment, interested in breatharianism, and interested in uplifting their consciousness. So I work with thousands of people in all continents and all over the planet. I've seen people really harming themselves by imposing their will upon their bodies, right? And not being in collaboration with their bodies, but being in like a fight game or power game with their bodies, um, with the goal of doing a prolonged fasting or getting into the pranic breatharian state where they don't need to eat anymore. And I'm always telling people, and I keep repeating, that that's not at all the way to do it. A fasting period is a way of purifying your physical body, your energy bodies, your mind, and so on. But it's not going to take you to pranic nourishment. It's just clearing the path. And what's taking you there, if ever, is a sustained and, constant spiritual lifestyle that gets you in touch with spirit, and where you have specific practices or ways of being every day that help you stay in touch with spirit, stay in touch with your higher self, stay in touch with source, stay connected. And from that connection, where you let the energy flow through you and let yourself be imbued by the energy, you need less and less food, up to the point where you don't need to eat for extended periods of time. It might be days, weeks, months, years. That's pranic consciousness. That's how you get there. And I keep saying that I've never seen people getting into the pranic state after a fast. That's not happening. What's happening is after a fast, they are purified, they are more peaceful, more calm, less subjected to the daily pressures, if you will. But most of the people that I know that are just beginning in this path, they do need solid food, physical food after a fast. So to not get your process and not expect yourself to be breatharian after a few days is the best way to approach a program, a process, or a period of fasting. You know, I keep saying that, and I'm going to repeat that because, in all honesty, nobody who sells you a program telling you you're going to be breatharian after it is really completely honest with you. And that's something we need to say. So during this program, during this process, you learn how to do that in a healthy way. You learn how to do that organically. You learn how to stay in touch, stay connected, stay uplifted, and to constantly upgrade yourself towards that state, but not pushing, not from a pushing attitude, not from I have to, or imposing it on your physical body and so on. That's generally not helping anyone get there. So I'm sending you much love. I'm telling you once more that we have all the details about this program in the comments and in the description of the video on YouTube and Facebook, and it's in bio on Instagram. I'm looking forward to know how you're feeling right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, if you will, how do you feel in this moment in terms of your energy upliftment, your energy level? I would love to know that in the comments if you can type a number. And we'll type a number maybe at the end of the workshop after the meditation to just know if there's been an evolution for each one of you. So let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, where are you in terms of your energy, your upliftment, your mood, which is where 1 is not so good and 10 is the best. Where are you now in terms of how your energy is feeling? Let me know. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Abraham. Hi, Claudio. Always happy to see you. And it's Hannah and Father Therapy and Mihai Radu and all the others. Looking forward to hearing from you. Where are you as energy level now? Because during this program, we also learn how to uplift your energies, practical methods, specific techniques, and clear down-to-earth practices that really help you upgrade your energy from wherever you are. And that's really important, especially these days, because these days we are in an unprecedented time of change, a very powerful uplifting process for each one of us. And not all of us are having the easy way with it. You know, some are having a really difficult time. Some are having many ups and downs, which is even more confusing because, you know, if you're down all the time, you don't even realize that you're down. But when you're having ups and then you're having downs, that's when, you know, it becomes challenging and triggering. So we need to have really, you know, efficient tools now to keep our energy high, to keep our focus, to keep our state of uplifting, upliftment, especially if we want to be on a pranic path, to have a liquid diet or pranic nourishment, because it's all about the levels of energy. It's all about the mood. It's all about the quality of your energy that keeps you in that pranic state, that keeps you nourished, and the openness of the heart. The openness of the heart and the openness of your chakras is really, really vital, really important to know how to use internal but also external tools for your upliftment, for your energy upgrade, for staying connected when you're, you know, being challenged, you know, and about to lose your focus, your focus on spirit, I mean. That's really, really important. Why? Is it important, especially now, is because we are really being challenged or tested or, you know, in multiple ways, subjected to various unprecedented energies. As I was saying, there is a powerful time of change, as I was mentioning, and through this time of change, we weren't trained. I mean, there are energies now on the planet that we've never experienced before, and Gaia has never experienced them before. So right now, it's important that we have the right tools. And I'm speaking with many light workers from all over the world that are really powerful light workers that are really, you know, diligently have been on this path for maybe tens of years, 25 years, 30 years or more, that are now saying that the tools that they were using are no longer working or are no longer that efficient. And they keep saying, I don't even know what to do anymore. So not going into the I know it all mode, and staying open to always discover new modes, new modalities is crucial, is essential now, you know, because the modes that you might be knowing and the techniques and theories and the stuff that you were knowing before might not be efficient anymore, or might not be necessary anymore, or might not be exactly what you need at this moment. So now more than ever, it's important for us to stay connected, to stay tuned, as I say, so that we get the right downloads, the right modalities, the right practices in order to keep our energy high, or to keep our state really balanced and uplifted during these times of upheaval. So that's what we're learning during this process. And I would love to know, like I said, what's your energy level now? Where are you in terms of mood and feeling and energy? And you can describe it in a word, or just say it in numbers from 1 to 10, 1 being lowest and 10 being the highest. I would love to know what's your energy level now. Somebody says, I will go with 7 on the way to 10, and it's always growing. Thank you, Abraham. You might want to join our program to get to 10, or just stay with us for the evening and have the final meditation that is happening at the evening, at the end of this webinar, so that it goes straight to 10 right away. I mentioned for the ones who were here from the beginning, but I'm just going to repeat it. Each webinar is ending with a meditation, a powerful pranic meditation that we love to have together. And that's helping us to uplift our energies and be really, really fine-tuned, really prepared to receive the new light codes that are now coming in. I was curious to know also on Insta, I see some people, new people joining in. We're still being with you for a few moments, and then we're going to stay with the people that have already joined the program. So the meditation is going to happen with the ones that are already subscribed or are about to subscribe. You can still subscribe to this program. We still have an early bird till the end of this evening. My time now is 9:20. p.m. So till the end of this evening, till 12 a.m., you can still have the early bird discount for the program if you want. And then we're going to go with the regular contribution. So you can say yes in the comments, or just text me and or email me, and we're going to include you in it. So the meditation is towards the end, and it includes the people that are already in the program. I wanted to mention the 8 Ascended Masters. I see somebody is asking who are the 8 Ascended Masters that are supporting this program. Well, there's one of the masters that I'm always feeling to connect to, and is always close to me and dear to my heart, is Kuan Yin. The master of compassion, the feminine master of compassion, or goddess of compassion in the Asian tradition. And she's always supporting humanity in uplifting the energy and staying true to their hearts. So she is the one supporting that compassionate, feminine feeling, and also the ability of staying connected to your higher self. They're connected with source, and that's what it's recommending. She's recommending to all of us to stay in that state and search for that state of connection to source at all time, because that's our key, you know, our key to actually surviving these times, you know, and thriving in these times. Another beautiful master is Saint Germain, the master of mind mastery and instant manifestation and inner and outer alchemy during his times of frequent apparitions. He was considered to be an immortal master because he kept maintaining a young demeanor for hundreds of years, and he was appearing in various gatherings, and he was known to never eat in public. He was said to only eat a very small quantity of oat flake meal in the privacy of his castle, but never in public, never with other people around. And he was a master of alchemy because inwardly he is talking about mastering your mind, mastering your thoughts, mastering your emotions, and outwardly he was able to manifest pretty much whatever he set his mind to. He was manifesting gems and jewels for for the audience of the parties or gatherings that he was attending, and he was manifesting many other things because he knew how to master his mind, his focus, and the elements, the natural elements of which everything is made of. So he is recommending mind mastery, and he's supporting the participants in this workshop with training and mastering their mind, their brain balance and brain capacities, and many other aspects that have to do with our upliftment. Another important master participating in this program, supporting all the participants, is Buddha, who is recommending choosing a lighter diet, choosing veganism or at least vegetarianism for a higher energy and lighter consciousness, higher consciousness. And he's saying that only when we stop using other beings for our benefits or pleasure is humanity really going to evolve, or us individually as and then as a whole and as a species. So Buddha is another master supporting this program, supporting all the participants. And even though we don't necessarily call ourselves Buddhists, or we don't call ourselves Christians, or whatever else, other religion, Tibetan religion, so on, we do have all these masters from various traditions joining or supporting these programs, because this program specifically, the Pranic Process Online, because they are eventually universal masters. They haven't been in a religion themselves, but a tradition has been formed as a result of um, their presence here on Earth, right? So we don't affiliate to a specific religion. We just affiliate to the representatives of it, the creators of it, the main master of it. Another ascended master who is part of this program is the Christed one, Christ or Emmanuel, or Jesus, as most people are calling him. He is recommending and supporting and representing selfless service as a way of uplifting your energy and maintaining a high vibration, or the service, the practice that you do, to be done with no attachment to the results, no attachment to external praising or other benefits of it, to be done just for the joy and the fun and the upliftment of that specific practice or activity or work. That's his recommendation for his program, and many other things that have to do with staying compassionate, staying kind, staying tuned to your heart, and so on. So he's one of the most important masters that are supporting humanity at this point. The Christed energy is the next evolutionary stage that we are tuning into. The Christed light codes are helping everyone really upgrade their systems. Hi, Euridia, I'm really curious to know where you are from. And Karen, happy to see you again. Happy to have you again in this process, in this program. I would love to see how your practice has evolved during these years and how your life has shifted, because I'm sure it has. So we have people joining in that have been in this program for multiple times already. And they are coming back again just because, you know, it's so lovely to be with like-minded people, to be listening to and practicing things that are in tune with your energy, with your heart, or even tune in your energy through higher practices. You know, even if you're not tuned to that already, you can always tune in and uplift. I see also Christopher here. And I was asking, if you were to rate your energy level right now, for those of you who didn't hear that, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Where is your energy level right now? And where is it compared to the beginning of this talk? You know, has it upgraded a little bit? And if you are to tune into all these masters that we're talking about, would you notice an upgrade in your energy level, or does it stay the same? It's important to know and to notice this. One other master that we love and that is present and was supporting this program is Babaji, the ascended master of the Himalayas, who is also an immortal master. He has preserved his body in the apparition of a very young man for thousands of years. He's still appearing for some people, his disciples or other people interested in the practice of yoga and spirituality and the evolution of consciousness, and he's still appearing in a very youthful state. So he has managed to master the elements of his own body and the elements of nature in general, to the level where he is able to dematerialize his monatomic structure, his atoms, his cells, and to preserve the same youthful appearance for extended periods of times. And we are now referring to hundreds or thousands of years. And to me, that's energy mastery, if you will. I've always been interested in immortality and mastering the elements rather than just not eating, and this program specifically, it's not only and not even about not eating. It's not about what types of food and all this and that. It takes you through that, because the physical matter that you put into your body, it very much influences your mind and emotions and all that you are. But we don't stop at that, because that's just one tiny little part of our evolution, and there's much more to that, in terms of mind mastery and general approach to your ideas and emotions and concepts and daily practices, and how you live your life, and how you stay in touch with spirits and with spirit. And that's all that we talk about in this program. Another beautiful ascended master that is participating is Saint Francis of Assisi, who is supporting people in staying in touch with nature, staying in touch with natural elements, and mastering the natural elements. Again, another alchemist. And he is also teaching about the power of silence, because that has been his practice, practicing silence or mauna in nature for extended time. He has become so connected to the cosmos and to all the elements that even the animals would, perceive that state of connection, and they would be his permanent friends, the animals in the wildlife while he was living. And they would communicate with him. They would bring him even nourishment if ever he needed. So it was a deep state of connection for him, and he's imprinting that in all the participants of this program, and even working individually to with some of you that are ready for that, for healing and for upgrading your inner state. And he has had a very deep state of devotion. So his devotion went to the point where he abandoned all his physical possessions and lived in what we would call poverty, but really living with no goods that he wasn't finding necessary, just in prayer in deserted areas. This is what many saints were doing. Back in the day, it was a common practice, the practice of renunciation. One interesting thing is that I've connected to Saint Francis of Assisi once when I was in his chapel in Assisi, and I've asked about this renunciation practice because, while I lived like a hermit for a long time and also practiced brahmacharya and other practices that are specific to monks of various traditions, I've also noticed that to some point they are helpful, and to some point they become concepts, and once they become concepts and are not helping you anymore, but you're sticking to them just because you believe they are beneficial, they are starting to burden you or narrow down your energy, actually, instead of expanding it. So I was talking about it with Saint Francis, connecting to him in the inner planes, and he too has confirmed that this practice is only helpful to a certain point and for certain people, and it's not really necessary for all people and for all life, and to some it might not be even useful, but it might be detrimental, because if you keep depriving yourself from what you need or what you really want, you know, just to be spiritual, that's actually narrowing down your field instead of expanding it. So Saint Francis of Assisi is one of the masters that is supporting this gathering again. Another one is Mother Mary and the Angelics, which is basically a team, and they are talking about the power of sound, music, and how to uplift your energy and your frequency and the frequency of everything you meet with sound and music and your words and the power of your word and your voice in the practice of manifestation and in creating your life. That's also really, really important. And Mother Mary is teaching about it or offering the downloads even about it alongside with the angelics, the team of angels supporting this program. So we have all these beautiful masters working with us. I'm taking a sip of water because my throat is getting dried when I speak a lot. And there's also a lot of energy going through my throat while we speak. So as I promised, we're going to do a few moments of sound healing or sound attunement before we go further. If you have questions on all that we have spoken about, please feel free and, you know, are invited to place them in the comments, ask questions, or just comment upon whatever you want to talk about on this topic. Again, for the new ones who joined just now on various platforms, we are still with you for a few moments. Then if you want to go in the whole meditation of this webinar and the whole webinar with us, you're invited to participate to either one webinar or the whole program. You can do that by checking the link in the description of the video or the comments on YouTube and Facebook, or the link in bio in my link tree on Instagram that says Pranic Process Online. So that's where you find details on this comment and on this program. And then type yes in the comments or just join us by confirming via WhatsApp, Messenger, whatever you can communicate with, and we include you in the program. You can make the payments later and you can be with us for 8 days. So that's what we're doing right now. And we continue now with a few moments of sound healing. We invite you to be in a quiet place or put your headphones on, or just make sure you're not being disturbed to just be able to feel this energy better. It's best to not do other activities while we do this, because you want to really feel your body and what's happening in your body and in your energy field while we play. Hope to have sound accuracy on all platforms. We ask and command that we have sound accuracy on all platforms, actually. And you're invited to just sit as comfortably as possible and just listen. You know, that's all you need to do. Just make sure you're not being disturbed for the next few moments. It might be 10 to 20 minutes. We don't know. And we might also guide the meditation with it, or we just might use just the sound and the energy transmission, because we have learned over the last few years that sometimes silence is even more efficient and more powerful than the words when in a spiritual gathering or a meditation. So while you ask questions or make comments and tell us where you're joining from, we're going to do the sound healing or the sound bath for a few moments. And you're invited to place your attention on your crown chakra now, the top of your head. Or just see where the energy goes naturally. So this is how we usually work with these sound healing sessions or sound healing moments. We're going to have one of them in each webinar of this program. And then at the end of this month, on October 28th, we start the Light Nourishment Retreat, also called the Trip of the Sun, because we go to sacred sites while practicing methods and meditations for light nourishment, or going into a lighter diet, going into a higher state of consciousness. So that's available on October 28th to either October 30 or November 2nd, because you can stay longer for the second part of the retreat. All the retreat is described in the link in bio. You can see all the details there, and hopefully you'll join us. But for now, I would love to know, how are you feeling after this moment of sound? If you were to describe it in one word, what would that be? Or again, talking about the energy level, because that's always important. If you were to look on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your level of energy now compared to the one you had before we started this session? I would love to learn that in the comments, and also know your general state of being. And Karen said the sound was very awakening. The bowl we worked with is the bowl for the crown chakra, or the seventh chakra, or the higher up chakra at the top of the head. I don't know if that's where you felt your energy going, or you felt it in general in your body, but really it is awakening. It is at the same time, for many, it can be calming, and it's aligning us with the source energy, because crown chakra is always the chakra to which we're connecting to source, to our higher self, to or the higher planes of our existence. Because in truth, we are also present multidimensionally and in the higher planes, and here on Earth as well. Not to say that this is the lower plane, it's just being positioned on a vertical axis, if you want, but not necessarily in terms of the high and the low as energy, because you can also be high energy here, we keep saying that prana is the new high, the new way of uplifting your energy, and it's really true, right? So Karen says the third eye too. Yes, because that's where I've been focusing all day. So it's a side effect of my own state that we're also transmissioning, as you know, through these videos and the programs, the webinars, and everything we do. So if that has touched you in any way, and you want to be with us for the evening and for the next days, another 7 days in this program, just text me a message when we finish, or type yes in the comments, and you can be included. You can be with us. I would love to play with you more with these sounds and these frequencies and these light codes, and the state of upliftment that we are developing, building together during this program. And I also wanted to ask, which is your favorite master from the 8 ones that we've mentioned, or any other that you prefer, because I know each one of you are part of various traditions and cultures and religions, and we embrace and appreciate all. So we would love to know, what's your favorite master from the ones that we've mentioned, or in general? Who are you more feeling more connected with? We've mentioned here in this program, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, Buddha, the Christed One, Saint Francis of Assisi, Babaji, Mother Mary, and the angelics. And we would really love to know which ones are you more connected to these days or in general through your life. You can also tell us in the comments. Why? Because we are actually a tribe or community here. It's been built up over the years. And if you want to also not only participate in a program and do all the practices together with us, but also be part of of your soul family, you know, finding your friends, your like-minded people, and people that are interested in the same values, same practices, same ways of life. Because many of you, I know, you're feeling lonely or different, you know, in your own community, because most people don't have this high interest for breatharianism, pranic nourishment, spiritual lifestyle in general. So you might feel that way. So in our events, in our gatherings, in our retreats, and even in the online programs, you not only learn a lot and download a lot and receive a lot energetically, but you also receive your new family, your new soul fam, the tribe that you were meant to be part of. And I've seen people building friendships over these events and collaborations and even relationships. Um, from the events that we've created together, they stayed connected and they developed that connection into something bigger, something deeper, something beautiful. So we have a Facebook group with the same name, Pranic Cross Online, and a Facebook page called Pranic Cross Online. And you can also see various videos on it on my YouTube channel called Cristiana Eltrayan, like my name. Please like, share this video, subscribe to our channel. If you are not yet subscribed, hit the bell button to make sure you get the notifications to, you know, the next videos or invitations that we do. And hope to have you in this program with us, you know, for 7 more days, learning also about lighter diet, veganism, healthy ways of fasting. We've seen the unhealthy ones, and we want to make sure you stay balanced. And you're also invited to also check out this book that is called the Pranic World book. I've finished writing it in 2018, and it's giving a lot of insights and helpful tips and scientific details also about pranic nourishment, about breatharianism, about the body's ability to upgrade itself, to stay in a high state of consciousness, and what are the methods, techniques, and practices to use that other people have used, my friends, my team, my soul family have used to stay in that high state of connection. You know, if you have any questions, because we are ready to now complete, I would love to hear or see them. I'm also feeling called to work with these star seed cards that I'm having, that I love, that come from a dear light worker called Rebecca Campbell. I feel called to work with them and see what needs to come for the evening as a general theme or topic. That is also the general theme or topic of this program. So I would love to see that. And look, twice this card came, which is called perspective. I love it because it's completely void in a way. It's our planet seen from a very, very, very far away point. I'm going to point it to all cameras so that you all can see it, which means that it's very useful for us sometimes to zoom out, if you will, from the things that you were focusing on or gripping at. That's what I feel to say. The card actually says zoom out. I didn't see that. Zoom out, like really look at it from a very, very much higher perspective. The card also says none of this matters, which means whatever you've been afraid of or focusing on that has been lowering your state, lowering your vibration, that has been keeping you maybe in a state of tension, right? You are invited to zoom out of it. You're invited to look at it from a higher perspective, or ask that you're able to see it from a higher perspective in case you couldn't before, to disengage really from keeping very fixed, very strict opinions on things, because those opinions are no longer necessary now, because everything changes, everything is new, everything is unprecedented. So you basically can't have the same opinions because they're not referring to the same situations or energy, right? I'm just now downloading the meaning, the greater meaning of this card, because it has it came to us, for us in this gathering. So it has to have something to do with specifically this gathering, but the whole program. This program, the Pranic Process Online, really helps us, being guided by so many light beings. It helps us see things from a higher perspective and see our planet even, Gaia, to see it from a higher perspective, and be in an uplifted relationship with our planet, because the planet that I'm referring to, Earth, is here, and it's seen from a very high point in cosmos. And we're invited to look at our evolution as an individual, but also as a planet from a much higher perspective, and to participate actively in it. So that's the download that I'm getting. And I always say to people, if you were to be looking at your life from the perspective of an advanced being, of a light being, of an advanced energy being, right? Let's say you're all of a sudden tapping into your future self, or your higher self, or your advanced self. Oh, hi, Dinah. So happy to see you here. If you were to look at your life from your higher self perspective, or the perspective of a being from an advanced civilization, or your future self, or your higher energy self, right? You would, if you were to look at your choices and your life and your way of being and the daily things that you do, what would you keep and what would you change? And how would you see your life from that perspective? So that's the true meaning of this card, right? Loosen your grip on whatever you were, really gripping on in terms of opinions and concepts, but also even further than that, look at your life from a higher perspective, which means look at your choices, your lifestyle, your opinions, and your whatever it is that you're doing in general. Look at it from the perspective, try to look at it and think, what would an advanced being do? How would it choose? How would it react? How would it live here on this planet? Ask yourself this question. With this program, we can help you be tuned to that advanced, higher energy aspect of yourself. That's what this program does, actually. I am tuning into the higher aspects, the higher selves, all of you, all the ones participating, and we are building your next best self together. That's what we're doing. And you are also helped to maintain that high energy, even when you're by yourself. with your higher self, you know, because you're never alone, actually. And you always have guides and spirits and your higher self as a point of connection, as a point of fine-tunement. But we are offering the tools and the methods and the meditations to actually stay in touch with that. So seeing things from a higher perspective, would you say that you feel called to participate and be with us for 8 days? Would you say that you feel ready to do it? How is your level of excitement regarding this? How do you feel about it? And, you know, feel free to type that in the comments. I love to see new people here. I see Christian and Daval Pechal and Anar and everyone else joining. I'm now completing this session, sending big hugs to all. For the ones who have just joined, the link to this whole program, the Pranic Pros Online, is in the comments for Facebook and YouTube, and in the description of the video for Facebook, and on bio on Instagram at my link tree, and it's called Pranic Pros Online. And I hope to have you with us for the next 7 days and play with us. With these new energies, the new light codes coming in, and your own energy upgrade. Sending much love. Looking forward for your feedback. If you have any end questions, you can ask me in the comments later. Big hugs. See you soon, whenever that is. Blessings.